Hi, so this is some stuff that prior to being a mother or pregnant that I just didn't expect that my partner and I had to face. And it has been beneficial looking back and kind of difficult getting through it, but completely worth it. So, the biggest thing I would say that we got through and still are working on, but have come to hard conclusions on, is we want to communicate healthily. So when we have a disagreement, it's not an argument, it's not conflict. It's I need to understand him, my partner, and he needs to understand me, his partner, and we need to come to a conclusion that is best for our situation, regardless of who's right or wrong. And learning to do that has been wildly beneficial, but the reason we did it was because we did not want our son to see that communication style and mimic it. So we did it for our son, but ultimately he's benefiting from it, but we're tremendously benefiting from it. Like, I wish we would have done that like way long ago, because it is like so much easier rather than just feeling like you resent each other, or like you get in the silent treatment, or like you're arguing. It's like, wow, we're like literally being the adults. Like, ooh, it's beautiful. Another thing that we learned together is respecting each other. And what I mean by that is we respected each other before, but it's a very different level of respecting each other when you're dealing with a very tired, very busy, very not much time to do what you maybe want to version of each other. And what I mean by that is we really took a lot of time to understand what the other person needs to be happy, what the other person definitely can't have because it really stresses them out, and narrowing these things down so that we can help each other be more optimal. Meaning, like, I cannot deal with like silence from my partner like all day. I mean, I can, I just don't like it. You want me to be in my happy place? Send me a text every 4 hours. That's gonna like make me happy throughout the day. My partner, he needs to sleep well. Like, if he doesn't sleep, he's he's just not feeling well. So I know that to help him on the weekend, maybe suggest to him, like, do you want to take a nap? Like, you go rest or sleep in, or respect that. And getting down to the deep stuff as well helps, because when you don't have added stresses of like a whole human who's keeping you up some nights and completely depends on you for every single thing all the time, if you have that added on top of everything else may seem just slightly more hard to do. So making sure, if you use a dish, wash a dish. If you make a mess, clean up the mess. It's like, as you do, then clean it up. And that's helping both of us to not have potentially, maybe he's coming home from work, or maybe I was just, watching our son all day, and he's not going to want to come home and be like, oh my gosh, the garbage needs to be taken out, or the garbage needs to be brought back in. The cats haven't been done. There's maybe dishes in the sink, or like stuff all over the counter. This is stuff that has never happened for us. But we thoroughly respect this kind of stuff with each other. And I mean, it hasn't happened since he's been born. So we worked through that kind of stuff prior. And I really think that that adds to having a more peaceful, more doable within a more relaxed environment mentally for each other. That has been beneficial for us. Let's think here. Something else that we have really talked about is how we communicate with each other's family. So if it's something I want with his family, he communicates it. And if it's something he wants with my family, I communicate it if we ask each other, like without question. Because that just means like, hey, I feel like you can say this or do this, because sometimes it's easier for him to say to his parents, like, hey, like, we're just not gonna make it, or hey, whatever, if I'm like just exhausted, or like it's easier for me to tell my parents, like, hey, we've just been swamped this week and we're just not gonna make it, even though it might be because he's exhausted, and vice, you know what I mean? So we try to, it's like we make sure that we're like in good standings with each other's family, I guess you could say. And an easier way is to just do that. And in some cases, most of the time, like he talks to my parents and I talk to his parents, but with certain things, he'll deliver the message, and with certain things, I'll deliver the message. It's harder and easier for my parents to like be mad at me, and easier for them to be mad at me, but it's like whatever, it's more like get pastable, I guess you could say, easier flow that way. And I think that has helped us just kind of flow through that. Trying to think of something else we did and do that has really helped us, because time is precious, is we make sure that the other person has time for themselves. My partner has time in the morning for himself to work out and get his stuff done. Sometimes I like to get up like really early, like 3 a.m. And I'll get all the stuff done I need to get done. And I'll go for a morning walk when the sun gets up, like right as it's getting up. And I'll just have like a whole entire morning for myself, just because I want that space. But aside from that, like in the evening, I'll have like about an hour of my own time just for me. But sometimes I'll go above and beyond just to like get more time to do things that I want to do and need to get done. But these are some things that we really worked through and has really been beneficial to give some attention.